Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Rule the Waves 3 as the United Kingdom. It's November of 1896. We are 3 months into our war with Russia. So let's see here, and let me see if I remember the situation. We are blockading Russia because they are trapped in the Baltic. However, out of their 26 battleships, and counting, only 9 are actually still in the Baltic, along with a few destroyers. So there are 17 battleships and 25 cruisers currently at large around the world. And hardly any of them are still in Northern Europe. Let's see here. There is one in the Med. I believe this whole squadron is on its way to Northeast Asia. Aside from that, there are 6 passing off of West Africa. I mean, the majority of them are basically strung out along the world on their way to Northeast Asia, I believe. Most likely, I'll need to send more of my own ships to Northeast Asia, but we will see how that goes. For now, I want to make sure we have enough of a force here to keep Russia firmly blockaded. Because, I mean, ultimately that's more likely to break them than any decisive naval engagement. It's 1896. Our accuracy, we only have, where is it? Coincident telescopic sights and range tables. We don't have any kind of rangefinder yet. Um, it's going to be nigh impossible to hit anything, whatever we do. Oh, I have counter training on already. Good. I just thought I probably forgot it. We do have a couple of new battleships due to be completed soon from the London class. And if the war goes on long enough, we'll start to complete these Berwick class cruisers, but mostly will be depending on what we've got. It does. Hold on. Well, it had a commanding admiral assigned until this turn, clearly. Oh, I wonder if he was on one of the ships that I just sent off. Probably. Didn't really consider that possibility. We don't have any really skilled admirals, huh? Well, this guy is leading a protected cruiser division. But we take our chances on one of the question marks. I don't know. Hey, how would you like to be? No? Okay. I'm just gonna let it happen automatically. Whoa. Oh, could I, sorry. Forgot about this update. I think there's a. Doesn't say explicitly, but I wonder if something changed in regard to how those are assigned. Or they just all got unassigned because of the update, potentially. Okay, yeah, I can see already. This is still going to be a problem. Hold on. Alright, sorry. Experimenting with trying to make this sharper, but streaming in native 1440p is a definite no-go. It just explodes. Without a doubt. Okay, I think it's probably better now. Let me just test. It's quite a bit of lag actually, but not that bad. We can work with it. Okay. So we've generated a convoy defense. They're going to decline this. They're not? Okay, they're gonna die. No good, Admiral Dundas fails command check. Actually, we're gonna die because it's decided to just assign me 2 protected cruisers. And if they have battleships, there's nothing we can do about that. I mean, these have 14 6-inch. This one has 2 9-inch guns. That's not enough if we're fighting battleships. And the weather is not good. It is almost twilight. That might save us, actually. Is that actually 3 battleships right there? Is the question now. It very much is. Why would they generate this battle? Can't even take command of the destroyer. We literally just have to run away. There's no possible way we can fight those. With any luck, maybe it will get... I mean, it will get dark, but maybe we'll get away. And seems like we will. That's an insultingly just horrifying battle for them to generate, considering I have like 20 battleships in this area and they have none. Okay. Seems like the stream's pretty stable, at least with this. Wait, how? Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. Oh, look, a bunch of battleships. Never mind them. Palace. Palace, come back. I'm just gonna let the convoy die. There's nothing I can really do about it. I am trying a new encoding thing, so let me know if it looks better or worse. Yeah, we're just gonna run away. We can't possibly do anything other than just run away. Maybe, hopefully, some of the convoy will escape, since it's dark and all. Yeah, they sank 4 ships, and we won because they didn't sink enough ships. Sure, that makes perfect sense. No, that's pretty good, actually. The Japanese have lost an armored cruiser for a protected cruiser and a battleship. I don't know how good Imperator Pavel I is, but no way of telling what class that was from, but one less battleship is one less battleship. Hi. Hi. Let me see. Just 1 second. I think that looks a little sharper. See if you'll complain about it. So, London will be completed next turn. Berwicks are all underway. All these destroyers are underway. We have enough ships on trade protection for the time being. Where is their fleet going? That is true. Where did most of their battleships go? A bunch of them are in the Indian Ocean. Are they just gonna stay scattered all over the world randomly? Because that's just annoying. They got a total of 12 back here to my 18. So I don't actually want to peel that many more off because I want to maintain the blockade. Cruiser action. Okay, we have an armored cruiser, a small armored cruiser, 2 and 3 protected cruisers all told. It's probably fine if it's an actual cruiser action. The problem is if they turn out to have battleships, like they did in the last battle. Okay, I can't control the ships until we see them. Which, okay, daylight? Yep. They are right the hell on top of us. Okay, the range is 5,500 yards, which means they are in range. We are crossing their T, so could be worse. Okay, 2 Pallotta-class light cruisers. We have them dead to rights, actually. That is a force we can crush. With any luck. Get after them immediately. You know what, just stay attached, you'll be fine. Because all of my ships have a minimum of 14 6-inch guns here, I believe. Well, ironically, the alleged armored cruiser is the smallest and least heavily armed ship here, but blame the Legacy Fleet Designer for that one. So maybe we have a chance of actually killing them. We're racking up some hits. Full daylight. Didn't even realize it was still twilight, but full daylight will help. You need to get closer. You guys need to stay closer. Maybe even slow down a little so you don't get ahead of them. They're trying to reverse. I guess they're gonna go through Diadem and Palace. Oh, nice. Okay. I had a little heart attack that was one of my ships for a second, because that's something you've got to be very afraid of as Britain, but that was one of theirs, so that is a win. Now, if we can catch the other one, this will be a very nice little... Okay, alright. Yep. Well, you know what? If that's what it takes to get hits... Which it did get hits, so... Maybe I'll take it. All we have to do is slow it down by a couple of knots, her down by a couple of knots, and we'll have this. Huh. You know, I think Diadem has won that little... What's the range here? 600 yards. Whatever it takes, eh? That's definitely slowed this cruiser down. We should be able to finish her off now. Yes, there we go. Finally. An actual show of British naval supremacy. That was quite nice. So, yeah, we did not take a lot of damage, and Dramaki was hit once. Abukir was hit twice. 6-inch shells. Diadem was hit 6 times when she closed into 434 yards, apparently. But she got the job done. And yeah, Novik here, we battered with 6 and 8-inch shells until she sank. Flora just flat out exploded from a 6-inch shell to the magazine. I mean, these are both 5,200 ton cruisers. They're not exactly the biggest Russia's got, but they've only got about 15 protected cruisers, so oh, that's nice. Oh, good, we can get -1 guns. More accurate torpedo launches. A lot of rating issues, but, well, 2 less cruisers around to raid us now. Why are tensions so high with Austria? What do they possibly want with us? And surely they realize they'll be humiliatingly crushed. Everyone has more destroyers. I really gotta build more. And we have 20 buildings, so not too bad. So as far as Northern Europe goes, their battleships there are pretty unsupported now. They don't have much in Northeast Asia. They have a lot in... They have a lot of ships scattered around Africa. I don't know if they're sending them to Northeast Asia, or calling them back from Northeast Asia, or what is going on exactly. All of my ships are currently on the way to Northeast Asia, but there's not really anything to fight there now. Although maybe this main squadron in Southeast Asia is headed for Northeast Asia. No, an anti-German rebellion has broken out. That's nice. Battleship engagement. Yeah, they're not gonna... yeah. They would have been insane to accept that. 20 against 3 here. Okay, they are recalling some, because now they have 13 in the Baltic. Or, well, in Europe. Okay, some of them are headed for Northeast Asia. Intercept the Russian raider. This will be just, I mean, this has got to be cruiser against cruiser, so let's see. Amphion is... ooh. Oh. This is one of the classes I was trying to phase out. This could be a rough battle, actually. Amphion only has 8 5-inch guns, which makes her not a real cruiser, in my opinion, but... well, we'll see what we're dealing with, and then we'll decide whether we need to run or not. Be nice if we could get an ID, at least. It is hugely superior to us. 10 6-inch guns. Where's the nearest friendly port? Great. Outstanding. Let's head that way. I'm afraid this is the only sensible thing to do. There's no way Amphion was going to... I mean, sheer luck, maybe, but 9 times out of 10, Amphion just gets obliterated there, so better to run away. good. The blockade is already working. Not Zanzibar. Yeah, well, they're pursuing this... Well, they're pursuing this cruiser warfare strategy, even though they're by far closest to me in... I mean, they have 24 cruisers to my 48. That's 2 to 1. They have almost as many battleships than me, and a lot more building as well. That they should really be concentrating their battle fleet. But they are not at all. It's scattered around, providing support for their cruisers for some reason. Which basically just makes no sense. Okay, we have a good squadron in Northeast Asia now. More on the way. They have 2, so there could be a big battle there, potentially. Obviously, we'd be supporting Japan. Interesting, they decline a cruiser action, even. And this is why they shouldn't be scattering their battleships all over the damn world for no reason. Sisoi Veliki has been interned, and Vladimir has been interned. Well, that didn't take long. Germany's crushed the rebels already. Yeah, as long as my economy doesn't collapse from this thing that they're engaging in, which it won't. They're barely actually doing any successful raiding. They're just gonna get all their ships interned sooner or later. Their battleships are not really... They have no ports any of these places. Their battleships are not designed for this kind of warfare. Doesn't make sense. Okay, we have too much money again. Even though we have training on and everything and we're at war. So... Let's see, battleships. Well, then they built 2 of these Londons. Yeah, what did I improve on them compared to the Illustrious? Armor, I think. Yes, considerably. Well, let's lay down a couple more of these then. Why not? As I recall, what I was really trying to do was build up and replace the cruiser force, but we'll get to that more as our current wave of cruisers is finished. Okay, I'll take this. Yeah, we have quite a nice cruiser force up here in the Far East now, and the Japanese are joining us, so we have 3 quite nice armored cruisers, plus 2 much smaller Japanese armored cruisers, plus 3 of our protected cruisers, the good ones, it looks like, plus 3 Japanese destroyers. Local officer afloat shows initiative. I'm happy with the arrangement of my force, though, actually. Fine. Okay, well, hopefully their destroyers will also be unable to take part in a battle. I'm pretty sure this is more ships than they can possibly have in the area, so... Well, unless they have battleships, of course. Which they do somewhere in the general area, but hopefully not right here. And that is a Bayonne-class armored cruiser. It's not a very big armored cruiser. We can take that easily. And a Pallotta-class protected cruiser, which we already know is pretty standard, so... let's get after him. You guys are not really a screen, you're more of a... additional line element in this kind of scenario. And that looks like a destroyer and probably another destroyer. Nope, it's a corvette. Okay, well, you guys peel off to port and start engaging. Take the Japanese with you, maybe. The armored cruisers are going to try to get between them and Vladivostok to prevent any chance of an escape. Okay, this has quickly resulted in a very scattered engagement, but it's fine because we outgun them enormously. even without the Japanese. We would with the Japanese. It's very one-sided, actually. We do have to be slightly wary of the destroyer, but it's one destroyer, and torpedoes still kind of suck in 1896, so I'm not overly worried about it. We do need to close the range a little, because it's impossible to hit anything. Oh, and it's about to be dark, too. That might save them, actually. We gotta hurry up about this if we're gonna try to sink them. Okay, if we have to prioritize, the Bayon is the better prize, so let's go for her first. Normally I wouldn't want to... I would want to just split up and go after both, but... with Nightfall about to hit, we're going to have to stay close together, and we should focus on this Bayon. Forgot the Japanese were a separate formation for a second there. I would be surprised if she survived at this point, but we gotta make sure. A torpedo would make very sure, but I'm not very confident in the ability of the destroyers to actually deliver one. Yeah, and we've just lost the Pilata. We're not going to catch anything else. We'd probably have just as much luck with the submerged torpedoes on our cruisers, honestly, but whatever. We're just going to keep going back and forth until we're certain that this ship is sunk. Oh, here comes the Pilata for some reason. You know what? Let's get a little greedy. I think that armored cruiser is probably dead. Let's try to finish this protected cruiser as well. She's burning, I think. And she blew up. That'll certainly do it. Well done to the fleet. Let's make sure this thing dies. Oh, might have just sunk. Yeah, probably. Okay, well, let's head back to Niigata then. I mean, there's still the Corvette and the Destroyer somewhere, but I do not think we will find them in the dark, so might as well give up and head back. That's a very solid win also. Obviously, the core of Russia's strength is their battleships, but until we can bring them to battle, any win over this cruiser force is really hampering their escort abilities and having a engine breakdown due to high-speed steaming. Sounds like a destroyer. Nain took one 5-inch hit, one 3-inch hit, sorry. Pandora took 7 6-inch hits and a 3-inch hit. from Latnik, mainly. A couple from Nadezhda. But we absolutely plastered the armored cruiser Latnik with 4-inch and 6-inch and 3-inch fire and sank her. Looks like she was sinking way before. Our last hit. I don't even see the ship sinking thing, but I'm sure it's somewhere here. And Nadezhda, not as much, but 6-inch turret hit from HMS Leviathan blew her up off the spot. So that's another armored cruiser and protected cruiser gone for Russia. And another protected cruiser interned besides. They're down to 11 and 11. So that's 22 to our 48. They're building a bunch, but so are we. And they have 1/6. No, 1/5, but 1/5 of our protected cruiser tonnage. So I wouldn't say they're doing brilliantly. Let's see here. They're down to 9 battleships at home again. I don't know where the others have gone. The coast of Africa, probably, which I just don't really understand. Quite what they're hoping to achieve, other than to get interned eventually. But thanks for watching, sailors. Hope you enjoyed. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Have a nice day, sailors. This is Sea Lord Jenda, signing off.